Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well and that everyone is safe and healthy. I apologize for the slight absence. It has been a really busy period for me. Towards the end of May, I completed my exams and shortly after I went for a short dive trip in Vietnam. When I got back, I immediately started on my internship and a few weeks in, I had to do my reservist training, which I completed last week. So that explains the short hair. But without further ado, I'd like to review today's pickup item. Here is the Spring-Summer 2020 Comme des Garcons Homme Plus Metal Derbies. So I got this pair of Derbies locally. A big thank you to Ricky for working things out and giving me a good price on these. Starting off, the shoes themselves came in this white CDG Homme Plus shoebox. Here's the model code and information. It came with a grey colour dust bag. Here are the tags that came with the shoe. Here is a closer look at the pair of Derbies. They didn't come with any additional laces. It is made in Japan. The upper is said to be made from 100% cowhide and the outsole 100% rubber. Starting with the external side of the shoe, the design is rather minimal. You have very nice smooth leather and you have external panel detailing stitched on at the front as well as the back. The edges as well as the trimmings of the leather paneling are left exposed and undyed. Moving on to the instep, you have the same minimalistic design with external leather paneling. Here's the back of the shoe. You have two stitches running down on both sides. Like I mentioned earlier, the front toe box is layered with this external piece of leather. It is held down by 4 stitches. At the top of the toe box panel, you have 3 metal rivets driving through the leather panel and attaching to the metal plate itself. The metal piece itself is in this oval-like shape or leaf-like shape, covering majority of the eyelets as well as the shoelaces. In terms of texture and feel, it feels really solid and really sturdy. It definitely is made from some form of metal or alloy material and not a metal spray-painted finishing. Moving up top, you have the same 3 metal rivets connecting to this leather flap here, which is a shoelace holder. At the back of the panel, you can see it's stitched together where the shoelaces run through. So the shoelaces holds down this entire flap, securing it and making sure it doesn't shift in place. After the laces are removed, the metal plating could be lifted up, revealing a regular looking derby. You have 4 eyelets as well as the laces. Unfortunately, the metal plating could not be detached entirely or removed. It still remains attached up front. Here's the underside of the metal plate. You have this material here which I believe resembles EVA foam. It is quite bouncy and springy as well as soft. It has a substantial amount of weight to it, allowing the metal plate to be held down, and it acts as a layer that's sandwiched between the metal plate as well as the derby to prevent your foot from getting hurt. On the inside, you have a leather footbed with the Comme des Garcons Homme Plus branding in gold. Around the sock liner, you have the sizing in gold as well. Here is the external stitching of the outsole. Here is the outsole of the shoe. Now moving on to sizing, for these pair of Derbies, it is in a size 27 centimeters, which translates to a US 9. I myself personally am a US 9 in most Nike sneakers, and for designer shoes, I tend to wear a European 42. These pair of Derbies fit me well, although there's a 1 finger spacing at the back, enough wiggle room for me. I reckon it will fit US 9.5 perfect. As a US 9 wearing it, I do not feel any discomfort or my feet slipping within the shoe. So for size 27, it will fit around US 9, 9.5. So to sum up my thoughts on these pair of Derbies, first of all, the design. It has a very nice classic derby silhouette, but because of the added metal detailing as well as this huge metal plating here, it just transforms the entire look, making it look very unique, obscure, and just so sick in my opinion. Next, I love the comfort as well as the functionality of the shoe. Not gonna lie, when I first saw the pair of shoes, I thought it was gonna be very stiff, very uncomfortable, but actually on hand and even walking in them, and I can show it to you. So when the shoe flexes, the metal plate actually shifts upwards and it doesn't dig into your feet. I've worn them about twice now and so far no discomforts at all. The metal plating doesn't really hinder your feet motion when walking. And overall, I really love the outsole of the shoe. It is surprisingly light and flexible. Kind of reminds me of a lighter version of a Dr. Martens sole. Overall, the pair of shoes are actually lighter than I expected and lighter than most Derbies I've owned before. And lastly, these pair of Derbies are really easy to put on and lace up. It is one feature that is often overlooked and it's definitely an added bonus to me. I hope this video has given you the information you need on these pair of Spring-Summer 2020 Comme des Garçons Homme Plus Metal Derbies. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.